I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled around, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase the bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. Slowing down, I'll give up everything. If I could see my dreams, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always destined for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that I so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started the outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
I'll give up everything, daunting life. If I can see my dream, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything, what I want a reality. Slowing down, I'll give up everything, daunting life. If I can see my dreams, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
What time is it, guys? Well, it's time for sanity check. What planet are we on, guys? The Big 12. I'm sitting there doing my dishes, get a notification. Hey, Afton, good to see you. Check my phone, and there's a notification that Memphis trying to grease the skids to get into the Big 12. Let's just go back about 4 years. 4 years to the day, or maybe a day before. I don't know. My memory's kind of shit. But wasn't this the anniversary of when Oklahoma and Texas announced they're going to leave the Big 12? And here we are years later, the Big 12 turning down around $200 million. Now, it wasn't just, here's $200 million. But it was $200 million in sponsorship. But it was, wasn't no, but it was hell no to the no, no, no. Like that kind of no. So I'm going to read you a little bit of what was discussed. So I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but that's, you know, different articles said different things, but, you know, basically the gist was Memphis wants out. I mean, the American Conference this was the week where they were rebranding. They're trying to revitalize the conference, you know, make it fresh. And smack in the face, Memphis comes out with this offer, you know, to make this huge push to come out. through realignment, they want to come out, and through I guess Yahoo's Ross Dellinger was the first to kind of break it. So it was 200 to 250 million, depending on where it's coming from. But they were even going to say, hey, we don't need any revenue from you for the first, year, kind of like at SMU's playbook, and it was just flat out rejected. Does the Big 12 kind of have buyer's remorse by taking Houston and UCF? Now, I mean, because Memphis is not that bad of a brand, but is it because is the Big 12 just kind of holding out for Louisville? Do they really think the ACC is gonna implode? What does this mean? I mean, does the Big 12 feel that their brand is strong enough to kind of just hold out? Is $3 or $5 million per team? West Virginia could use $5 million. I mean, as a West Virginia fan, you guys know what it's like when West Virginia wanted to go into the ACC years ago, to be snubbed not once but twice. Now, you couldn't pay me as a West Virginia fan to want to go to. If I were the commissioner of a conference and West Virginia was trying to jump ship to go, I would want to keep West Virginia in my conference. If I were the president or chancellor of a university, if I were the president of West Virginia, I would not want to go to the ACC. But we've had that shoe on our foot. We know what we can empathize as West Virginia fans. So, oh my goodness. I mean, we are just a few years away from Oklahoma and Texas jumping ship. And here we are. Memphis is really putting forth a really generous offer. And the Big 12 saying no. Has me scratching my head. Anybody in the chat have anything, just hit me up on what you think. It's puzzling, really puzzling. A lot of different takes. Everybody has their opinion. A lot of good. There's no clear information on why. The only thing I can think is it's not concrete. It's all based off of FedEx money, sponsorship money. Guys, that's my thought there. So I don't know, guys. Let's go to the chat. Let's see who's there. Afton, hey, how you doing? Kenny, it's been a while. Good to see you. Afton, always good to see you. Afton is a super fan. So Afton's coming from Kansas and Jersey Ear. I would love to hear Jersey Ear. What do you think? And he says, I think they're afraid that it will water down the conference. Yeah, I think it would water down the conference. As far as the money they bring in, I think they're putting money into their brand. Yeah, plus WWE money. Yeah, they get a decent amount of money from WWE. They have FedEx. They have they have some big brands out there that pump money into that university. 200 million to $250 million over 5 years. 5 years. That's a hell of a lot more than Central Florida. That's more than Cincinnati's pumping in. How would that water down the brand? I don't know. And they're not. Here's the thing. They had a caveat in there that if they're not bringing enough money in, they can be expelled at any point in the next 5 years. And Clint Moses says, not enough people are asking, what does West Virginia want? Yes, Clint, what does West Virginia want? West Virginia wants to play Pitt. That's what they want. And Jersey Ear was on last week, and we talked about how we want to play Virginia Tech. But let's be patient, Clint, because eventually the dust is going to settle, and West Virginia will be playing Louisville and Pitt and Virginia Tech once again. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. The ACC is still, the foundation is still cracked. Let's not forget that it was just a matter of 14 months ago that we were talking about the ACC imploding. We were talking about Miami leaving, and nothing's really changed there. The ACC is still not a strong conference. Jackson, how are you doing? Jackson, do you still think the ACC is a strong conference? You have SMU, pushed to get into that conference. I don't know. We'll see. ACC will implode. Yes. So there was an article out that it was who did? Yeah. It was on 2 days ago. You have to Google it. It was about the SEC is losing recruits to BYU, to a lot of Big 12 schools. It's a competitors, we're the voice of college football. It's a competitors YouTube channel, Locked On, but they were talking about, the SEC is losing recruits to the Big 12 schools. The pendulum is starting to swing the other way, guys. It's happening. I'm not just the one, just yelling from the mountaintops that it's happening. It's going to happen. You can only spend so much NIL money, and eventually there's going to be bumpers. There's going to be some guidelines put on. There's salary caps in a lot of sports for reasons. Unfortunately, it's not in every sport. But in order to have, you can't have so much, look at how crappy baseball is. You have the LA Dodgers, and then you have the Pittsburgh Pirates and the White Sox. It's not a good product. So with that, let's talk. Are you guys happy with the state of the Big 12 compared to last year? I think it's a little better than what it was. I think Brett Yormark has righted the ship. We're not headed towards an iceberg compared to, it was everybody have a bucket. Let's start bailing. Oklahoma's leaving. Texas is leaving. And, Kenny's saying he's excited. Guys, I'm excited. I'm excited for the season. We are 40 days away. 40 days. 40 days away, guys. You got Robert Morse coming into Morgantown. Okay. Now I'm not clearing my sinuses. I can smell the pepperoni rolls. Woo. Yeah. Do you guys bastardize your pepperoni rolls with maybe cheese or peppers? I don't hate on that. I don't hate on that. Not at all. Not at all. In fact, I was laying in bed this morning and I thought, because I made, for my dad's birthday, I make pasta salad. And when I make it, I put a lot of cheese and peppers and onions and olives and shit like that in it. and McCormick seasoning, and I make a recipe like it's everybody loves it. I don't eat a lot of it. I love it, but I can't eat a lot of it because man, I was thinking I should just do a show on just making tailgate food. Boy, that would be fun. Just show you guys, hey, this is tailgate food. That would go over. Afton's laughing. Yeah, just tailgate food. Woo, that'd be fun. Just making pepperoni rolls and pasta salad and potato salad. If I'm ever in the doghouse in my house, I don't have to buy cards for my wife. I don't have to buy flowers. Potato salad or pasta salad. That's it. You don't have to put cologne on. You don't have to put down Marvin Gaye. You don't have to put on Luther. You don't have to put on any of that stuff. You just got to put some pasta salad down, potato salad, and it's on. That's it. Okay. Sorry. Anyways. Sorry, guys. I'm not a journalist. I'm a moron that just talks about Mountaineer sports once or twice a week. Anyways. So, anywho, let's talk about Phil Steele. Phil Steele was giving Rich Rod so much crap last week when he was talking to Mike Alstein, who's a friend of the show. He was on last year with Joey and me. Mike Alstein's a great guy. I love him. But Mike Alstein is saying was trying to defend the Mountaineers, and Phil Steele just kept beating the Mountaineers about the head and shoulders. About how Rich Rod is going to take a couple L's on the home schedule. Couple L's. Now, when I did my thumbnail, I was being pessimistic, and I'm like, yeah. I'm looking at this. I'm thinking, shoot. They're hosting TCU. TCU is going to be good. Hosting Utah. That might be a loss. Shoot. Man. They're going to host Utah. They're going to host Texas Tech. Texas Tech's going to be good. Texas Tech's at the end of these are all going to be ranked teams, maybe. Maybe West Virginia might be ranked. West Virginia plays a tough schedule. Let's see what West Virginia's schedule is. So I got my little book. I wrote it down. West Virginia's playing is the 32nd hardest schedule in the nation. The 4th hardest schedule in the Big 12. Rich Rod's coming into the Mountaineer family after being kicked out. Well, he left on his own accord, but who else had a rough year after leaving? Well, Brent Brenham came, he left, he had just a wonderful room full of studs when he came back to Arizona. We thought he was just going to kick ass and take names. He had a crappy year. I think he had 8 or 9 losses, right? Last year. What? Just saying. So I was getting ready for getting ready to do this show tonight, thinking West Virginia might be maybe 3-9, 4-8. I thought, there's no way this is going to be like Rich Rod repeating 2001. Rich Rod was a young coach in 2001. Right? There's a lot of gray in that beard. A lot less hair up there on Rich Rod. Right? A lot more wisdom in the midsection. Now, the other thing is West Virginia does not have the first game Penn State. Next year, They start off with Alabama. West Virginia has a chance to kind of feel out the quarterback situation, the quarterback room. Now, they say Nico is going to start. Things kind of don't go the way Rich Rod wants. He can slide Henderson in. We'll figure that out. But I don't know, chat. Let me know. Am I crazy? What's he? Oh yeah, Afton's talking. Sorry, Afton. I'm slow to this. Yeah, Larry. Pepperoni rolls are on the ready. I'm slow to the chats. I'm sorry. I went down a rabbit hole about Rich Rod. Yeah, Phil Steele. Yeah. So, how to get back to chats. But no. Do you guys really think, like, is Phil Steele, like, last week I shit on him because, like, literally they picked Arizona State to finish last and they finished first. And guess what? Guess what picked it? The Magic 8 Ball picked Arizona State correctly. I say it every week, just saying. 70s technology. First AI right there, baby. Right there. Picked it. It's on the interwebs. Go back and watch the videos. Joey and I did it up last year. It was like last July. Now, there's no way of checking to see if Rich Rod's doing a hell of a good job. Okay. Here's the thing that makes me nervous. Makes me really nervous. Rich Rod has, and the proof is the god-darn video game. There's 30 guys that weren't even on the video game, that weren't in spring ball. They're just showing up there. They don't know where to get us. They don't know what Lefty's Pizza is in Morgantown. They don't know where Lefty's Pizza is in Morgantown. They don't know about Mario's Fish Bowl. They don't know their ass from an elbow. They don't know anything about Morgantown, guys. Right? That's the truth. So, we're praying for 2005. We're praying for a 2004, 2005, 2006, 7 season. Not 7 because we don't want to, come up one game shy of a national championship game. But I'm telling you, Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't think the Mountaineers are going to go 10-2. But 8 or 9 wins, possible. Very, very, very possible. New Year's Bowl, you could wish, you could hope. Now, we did have a little bit of good luck sprinkled in. A little bit. Okay. So, what was the good luck? Well, I'll tell you. Hold on. It was, and I'll give you the good luck and then I'm going to poop on it, okay? Now, here's the thing. At Cortez Brom, okay? Now, it's one of these cats that has like that 5-year eligibility rule. Well, the Nevada federal judge granted injunction for this kid to transfer, okay? Now, 4 of these kids, well, not kids, they're freaking almost middle-aged men. Jamori Robinson, Justin Harrington, Ty Edwards, and Jeff Weimer have all been rumored to be able to play, okay? Now, these guys are all not on the media guide, okay? They were left off the 2025 media guide, okay? This is as a couple days ago. I've been looking, trying to find where they're at, what's going on, any news. Haven't seen anything. Jamari Robinson probably could have went into the draft last year. 3rd round, maybe 4th round, maybe. Hell of a ball player, defensive lineman, 6'4", big dude. Okay. Ty Edwards really could help out the backfield. You know, Jaheim White looks like a monster this year. I mean, he is built like a brick shit house and can definitely bring it this year. And I'm so excited to watch him on the video game. He just, yeah, we're talking about video games, but like it's the real thing. But and also Justin Harrington as a safety, man, what it could really add depth back there. But the wide receiver room is a little deeper. I don't know about Jeff Weimer. I don't know about him as much, but these are all guys that definitely could help the Mountaineer squad. Now I'm gonna just start shitting on people. Okay, these are some of these guys graduated in 2018. Okay, I bought cars in 2020 and they're paid off now. I bought a car in 2018. It's been paid off for 2 years, 3 years almost. That has 150,000 miles. This is crazy with this JUCO ruling that JUCO doesn't count towards you. You can play 2 years of JUCO and then have 4 years of eligibility. I mean, really? This is just it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't think it's good for football. I don't think it's good for these young men. It's just it's like we're hiring mercenaries. There's no cohesion. There's no team building. There's no sense of camaraderie. And I sound like an old man, but I'm going to just shut my mouth. You can disagree with me, but it is what it is. Monster year, yeah, I hope so. Yeah, Will Greer was running the offense in 2018. I was still in the Army. That was the year I retired from the Army, 2018. I was still field grade officer in the United States Army. We were still at war in 2018. That's how long ago that was. I was still in shape, and I still had hair. Crazy, huh? So here's the plan, guys and gals. So I think I have one more thing to touch on. I try to do half-hour shows. If I had a co-host, we'd go an hour. But you're stuck with me. Let's see if there's any news on transfer portal. There was a really cool article I want to talk to you about. And this goes from a perspective. There was an article from Xavier Mikowitz from the Buffalo Wire. And it's from the Colorado Buffs perspective. And it just talks about facing the Mountaineers from their perspective. And it's just kind of a neat read. If you get a chance, pull it up, read it. It's we have a lot of teams on the schedule that we haven't faced many times. There's a lot of venues that if you haven't had a chance to go to, they're going to be far. And if you're a student and you don't have money to do it, or if you're just a regular person, you don't have money to do it, I get it. I know. But if you do have an opportunity, maybe one place a year go out. University of Colorado is pretty. Fly into Denver, go out there, check it out. Definitely check that block. Just saying, something to do. So here's the plan. So I'm going to do, I'll be on the road next week. I'm going to do a Monday show from my hotel. I'll be traveling for work. and there'll be no Thursday show, but I'll do a Monday show. And so bear with me. And then the following week, we'll be back to 2 shows a week. And guys, going to have a great time. It's going to start picking up. It's going to get really crazy. We're going to start doing a lot more serious shows. Can you believe that? No, I don't believe that. We're going to talk about more roster moves, more depth, who's going to be playing, who's going to be the backup, maybe a quarterback, who's playing free safety, et cetera, et cetera. Trying to figure out exactly what's happening at the roster. Where are people playing, especially after the Robert Morris game. So we might do a Sunday show to kind of figure out exactly what's happening. I don't think Rich Rod's going to show his cards, especially before the Pitt game. So how excited are you that West Virginia has 2? They're not warm-up games. I wouldn't take the Miami of Ohio game, or Ohio University. Why I say Miami, Ohio? That's where freaking Big Ben went. I wouldn't take Ohio University. Don't take it lightly, because if you watch this channel, they do a kind of like, just the simulator. It's a simulator, but it's the video game, EA Sports. And West Virginia lost. They beat Pitt, though, which is good. And then they lost to Kansas. But so anything can happen. And I remember a West Virginia squad 20 years ago, maybe 22 years ago, played a crappy Cincinnati team and lost 15-13. So anything's possible. But with that, I want to thank everybody for popping in. And if you like the show, click the thumbs up, the notification button, and I will see you guys soon. So let's go Mountaineers. And thank you, Eric Flowers. Have a great one. Bye, Jersey. Bye, Afton. Bye, Kenny. And bye, Jackson and Clint. Have a good one, guys.